Tiny Games here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with, guess, some sort of honesty hour or something like that. I don't really know how to put it into words, but basically I want to give my honest review and opinion of the latest free update and also the paid DLC for A Rift in Time. And sadly, it's not all good news. It's really not all good news. There is a lot of good with this. I'm not going to deny that. Why don't we just get into some of my negative thoughts first, and then we can end on a high note that way. My first, I guess, opinion about the recent update is how bad multiplayer is. Multiplayer is just, I don't even really say it's worthwhile at the moment. Obviously I have the issue at the moment where Xbox players can't play with other players, which is really awful. Really awful. It's upsetting for me as a content creator because I had all these plans of doing valley tours, especially since I don't see anyone doing valley tours yet. I would have loved to have given a valley tour, done a valley tour already and uploaded it to the channel. No one's really doing that. I really wanted to get the idea going of talking with players of the game and getting your feedback and your opinions about it, because obviously, you know, there are bigger creators out there and they get their opinions heard, which is great. They deserve to vocalize those, but there's a lot of us in this community. A lot of us play this game and we all have our own thoughts and feelings, and I think we deserve a spot to vocalize them, which I appreciate that, you know, not everyone's got it in them to do content creation, so it's very hard to kind of be heard in this world, and I just really wanted to kind of do that. I like the idea of maybe setting up some fun games and things with people in multiplayer, but again, I can't do any of that because I'm stuck here on Xbox with only probably a couple of members of the community, if even that have this game on Xbox. So I'm just really gutted that it just isn't, it doesn't feel functional. And I get game developers and stuff like that, they have deadlines and everything like that, and you know, the powers that be, you know, the higher ups, the people that are just concerned about money and figures, you know, they put a lot of pressure on these developers to have certain things released at a certain time, but I just don't think it's ready yet. I don't think it's functional and everything like that, and I really wish they delayed it, if I'm honest. I'd rather wait and get something that was better functional and everything like that than get something that just feels half-baked. I really feel for PlayStation players. I know it's a Sony issue, not a Gameloft thing, as to why they can't crossplay, but I do feel for them as well in this instance. I think it's a bit of a joke, really, that you can't really do anything in multiplayer. All you can do is go hunting for pixel shards. You know, do you know what was cheeky? They posted on Twitter about taking a snap with your friends, and you can't even get out your camera in multiplayer mode in the online game mode. So what, that was just a slap in the face, if I'm perfectly honest. It was really cheeky of them to do that, to kind of say, oh yeah, snap some pictures with your friends, when you can't even do it. And I get you can take screenshots and everything like that, but I mean, for instance, look at my screen right now. Look how much is taken up with this quest that I'm tracking. I know you can untrack quests, so no snarky comments about that. But there's obviously all the UI is on the screen. that you have that you can't get rid of, so then you have to screenshot it and then you have to edit it and crop it down. I mean, I take screenshots all the time from my game, but still, like, it's annoying. It's just nice being able to use the camera. I know they said more features are coming and everything like that, so I do have faith that the multiplayer system is gonna get better. Like, it's not all doom and gloom, but it is like, it's just a bad start and it leaves a bad taste in my mouth personally. I don't think it was very good, to be honest. Now, in terms of everything, in terms of the free stuff with Jack, brilliant, perfect. That works like a normal functioning quest line. Everything's fine with that. No issues with that. But like, this multiplayer feature just shouldn't have launched. In my eyes, it really shouldn't have. I think it's too soon. I think they've got far too many issues that it shouldn't be in the game yet, because like, I just think there's, yeah, like I said, to me, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It makes me dislike multiplayer. Like, I have partaken in it a little bit. You know, I've visited someone. I've had someone visit me and buy from my Scrooge store. So, I have experienced some of multiplayer. And I know it might seem like I'm saying this from some sort of bitter perspective just because I'm out of the loop, because I'm on Xbox. But I just think this is now a fully released game, and it's not to say that fully released games can't have issues, glitches, bugs and things like that, but when you're coming out of early access to a fully fledged, fully released game, there needs to be like a jump up either in quality or, you know, things like that. Like, you need to, this game still feels like it should be in early access, if I'm brutally honest. There's so many bugs and issues that people are having with the DLC, with the free content and everything like that. Like, I've had bugs as well. So I just think they advertised, they did a showcase, and they spoke massively about their biggest bug fix ever, their biggest patches ever, you know. Yeah, it feels like they've released the game and they've just replaced the bugs with more bugs. You know, there should be a decrease in the quantity of bugs. I mean, we've had word today that they're releasing a hotfix for people on Switch, Steam, and Epic Games, I think they said. Nothing for Xbox. Nothing for PlayStation, I don't think. Or maybe PlayStation was included. I might have that wrong. But either way, nothing for Xbox, which is a joke, to be honest. An absolute joke. I have friends that I have that are waiting for specific fixes on their quests, and there's no mention of fixes to that. Like, they're fixing the colour of the festive ribbons on the trees and the lights. Like, why is that your priority? And I get you can argue and say, well, certain bugs are easier to fix than others and stuff like that. And yeah, I get that, and I'm glad that they're, you know, getting hot fixes out, but maybe it never should have released in this state, if I'm honest. Yeah, you're releasing your game to the world, and it shouldn't be as buggy and glitchy as it is, personally. It shouldn't have a multiplayer system, which is hardly multiplayer, because no one online can connect with each other, because PlayStation's in its own boat, Xbox is in its own boat, and everything like that, like. And you can't even do anything in the multiplayer mode. Like, other than visit valleys, there's nothing to do. You can't fish in each other's realms, or worlds, I should say. You can't help people dig and stuff like that, which I get. Maybe they don't want to introduce that, because maybe they don't want people to do stuff like that in their valley. But at the least, take a selfie. Like, why can we not take a selfie in each other's valleys? Do you know what? If they didn't have the dream snaps available, understandable. I mean, I personally think they should. I think multiplayer should come with the option that when you're in someone else's world, or someone's in your world maybe, that you should open up your phone and be able to submit a dream snap. Personally, I think that'd be great, because then you could have friends come and get involved in your dream snap, which would get around the fact that we can't have mannequins outside and everything like that. Like, I feel bad. I've been ranting for like 10 minutes about how bad I think like this update's been, and there's a lot that I don't like. I don't like all the bugs. I don't like the fact that they've gone into this fully released version of this game and the game feels just as bad as it did back in early access. Like, what have you done? What have you done? And it tells me that they released purely based on money and things like that, and nothing to do with actually feeling like the game was fully finished or ready and stuff like that. Like, it clearly wasn't ready, which I think bugs me. And then maybe, like, obviously they've released this DLC at the same time. Like, then I'm questioning, are you releasing this DLC as a way to try and appease people in some way? Like, because of the fact that you've done such a poor job with the base game? Like, is that what it is? Is that, like, I don't understand. But it's very frustrating. So yeah. So I just kind of wanted to say that. Gameloft, fix the bugs, fix multiplayer. It's not worth it right now. Like, that's my standpoint on that. But there are positives. There are positives. I'm not angry at everything. I know it might seem like I am, but I'm not. I'm not. The DLC is exceptional. It's amazing. It is incredibly overwhelming, I will say that. Like, it feels like almost playing a whole new game again. You know, Dreamlight's been replaced by Mist and things like that. I know there's like significantly less characters compared to the base game, but there's a lot to do. Like, I've tried rushing through stuff because I want to like get it done. I want to be able to do things on this channel. I want to do builds and everything like that. Like, I love to decorate, and I haven't even got the areas opened up enough, kind of thing. So yeah, like, it's a lot. It feels like a learning curve, which is weird to say, but in the best possible way. I love it. I think, like, if I wasn't trying to rush through this content, so I can get to things like decorating, get new items to decorate with and things like that, like, I could see this keeping me busy till the next update, to be honest. If you don't grind and rush through, which I know there's a lot of pressure to grind and rush through, especially when you see other content creators grinding and rushing through everything, which they do for good reason. You know, they're doing it to get guides out to you, to the community, so that if you ever get stuck, someone's already done it, kind of thing. And that's not a bad thing in any sense, but it's just that, like, it can feel like a lot of pressure to kind of have everything done, but you don't need to. You can take your own time. The next update, I would say, is not going to be until February. I think the Star Path ends on January something. Oh, I don't remember. I did know it at one point, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Which, speaking of the Star Path, do not leave it last minute to do this Star Path, because there are a lot of, like, time-gated things. So many, like, give a villager 5 of their favourite gifts. So that takes at least 2 days. And then there's the fact that there's the bug that if you don't own the DLC, characters will ask for items in the DLC. So I hadn't explored any of the DLC. It took me like 4 days to finish Vanellope's 5 gift quests, because I was giving her like one item each day. Like it was it was a real struggle. So do not leave it last minute. Secondly as well, sorry, spoilers in this, but like one of the task is to vote on dream snaps, which is easy, you can do that anytime, but then after that you get a task to submit a dream snap. So like if you don't have Vanellope, for instance, you're gonna have to rush to get her unlocked and level her up to level 2 so you can actually submit a dream snap. And then if you already submitted your dream snap early in the week, like I have done, I've already done mine and I don't like to touch mine once it's done. Like I'm now waiting until Wednesday before I can do it. So, I mean, I'm lucky. I've grinded through pretty much all the star path. The only thing I'm doing is duties to get the moonstones, because I've claimed all the motifs, all the items and everything like that. So that's done. That's fine. That's easy. But, yeah. Sorry. I feel like I'm ranting so much. I'm supposed to be talking about the positives. But yeah, so the star path does have a bit of time gating, so make sure you get on that ASAP, because you don't want to run out of time, because the update came out a week ago now. I think it's about a week ago. Well, it'll be a week tomorrow, and I'm still doing it. So bearing in mind, I've been focusing on doing the star path duties. Like that was my main focus. That's why I haven't done much of the DLC. And it's taking me a week and I'm still not done. And I know it's going to take me a couple of days to get it finished because of the remaining tasks I have. So just to warn you of that, make sure you give yourself about 1 to 2 weeks to finish it. Okay, I was talking about positives. The world of the Rift in Time DLC is beautiful. It is stunning. I love all the little details. Now that does come with its problems, because as I understand it, there's a lot of decorations in the Rift in Time world that you cannot move, and people are finding that orbs, memories and other things like that are getting glitched into these unmovable items, and then they can't pick up these items. So just another glitch, you know, another problem. But the world is really well detailed. It's very beautiful. It feels a lot more dynamic, more lively than the original Valley. The original Valley has a lot of charm. I like the distinct biomes. I like the snowy biome. Then you've got the Forgotten Lands. And then the light meadow and the glades. I like how different that is. Whereas with a Rift in Time, there's only really like 3 distinct areas, Ancient's Landing, which I don't particularly like that much. But then you've got the Glittering Dunes and the Wild Tangle, and they are absolutely beautiful. They really are. They're very well detailed worlds, or landscapes and things like that. So, like, in terms of the actual world that you're getting, it's incredible, and I'm very excited to decorate in the Rift in Time Valley world, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful. Rapunzel's amazing. Eve's amazing. I don't really like Gaston. Like, I don't mind Gaston in the movie. Like, don't get me wrong. Gaston in the movie, absolutely, like, I don't love, but, like, you know, he's a cool villain. Let's just say that. But, like, in the game, he definitely looks very, very sus. Very suspect. But I think he's a great addition, to be honest. So, yeah, I like that. Obviously, we've got Jafar. I don't think he's unlockable yet as, like, a proper character in the Valley. But, you know, I've not got that far into it. But yeah, I think, like, the storyline, the quests, everything that I've done so far in the Rift in Time DLC has been good. And like I said, I love how, you know, the world just looks incredible. I do like the fact that when you go into the DLC, it looks like there's going to be other DLCs in the future. You basically go off to this place, Merlin takes you to it, and it takes you, to be honest, it takes you to the back of the castle, the dream castle. And there's like this platform, and there's like 6 different like arches, and you go through one of them to get to here. And they do talk about, Merlin talks about other worlds with like chariots and flying vehicles or things like that, which I think is kind of cool. Probably alludes to Hercules or maybe Treasure Planet. I mean, I did originally think Atlantis, but obviously this world is kind of Atlantean with Ancients Landing, so I'm not sure, but like there's a lot of options of what they could delve into, which is really exciting, and I would like to see bigger biomes of like things that we have. Like, I love the frosted heights. Like, I am a snow girly. Like, I love my snow. I love the winter. I don't like it when it's icy, because I can tell that my husband is probably glaring at the back of my head saying, what do you mean? You were complaining about the ice the other day. I don't like the ice. I like the snow. I don't like the ice. Let's make that distinction. Anyway, but like, I would love a bigger Frosted Heights, because I think it's a beautiful biome, and I would love to do more things in it. But I feel like the Frosted Heights that we have currently is just very limiting. It's very small in space. So if we had like the equivalent of the Wild Tangle as like a Frosted Heights biome, that would be like incredible, for me at least. And I'm sure there's plenty of other creative ideas that we could have. Like, you could have a proper massive woodland area with like, maybe like a Winnie the Pooh DLC. Obviously you could have like Olympus or something like that with like a Hercules DLC or something like that. And then like the scale of things wouldn't necessarily matter, because like, is this DLC world? And I don't know, like, it just, I think there's a lot of ways they can move forward with it, and it makes me very happy. It makes me very excited about what's to come and everything like that. Like, and some of the new decor items in this update are absolutely insane. The DLC items are incredible. Like, I can't say much for the free update. The free update has, you know, there's been some secret changes to items, which I do have a video on, like, things that you might have missed in the update. And ever since then, I've noticed more things. But yeah, I'll probably link that at the end of this video or something. But either way, like, the items that came with the DLC are absolutely stunning. The things you can craft, I need to get ahead, because I'm seeing what people who are ahead of me in the DLC are doing, and I am jealous. I am envious. Like, there are so many cool, incredible items, and I'm not at that point because I've been focusing on the free content. So I'm like, yeah, I want to get to it all. I really do. So I think in that essence, like, some of the things that they've created, the items they've created, they've absolutely knocked it out the park. They really have. Credit to Gameloft. The DLC is amazing. Would I recommend you buy the DLC? Absolutely. It is worth it 100%. You know, especially if you're a decorator, and things like that. The scope in terms of landscaping and items is incredible. Now, if you aren't into decorating, things like that, maybe this DLC won't be as appealing to you, because all you get in then, I guess, is like a few characters, and I wouldn't say the story as such on the DLC is mind-blowing. But I've not finished it, so maybe that's why. And the fact that it comes in 3 parts, maybe it escalates and gets bigger and better. But for the stage we're at now, or the stage that I'm at, it's just a lot of collect mist and unlock this area. Collect mist and unlock this area, you know. It feels a bit fetch questy, not very like incredible story, taken aback, emotional and things like that. Not like the Forgotten quest line, which was very emotional and really good, and stuff like that. Like, I like that storyline, but like I said, maybe we're just not at that stage yet kind of thing with this, because it's more like the intro bit. So yeah, that's probably a bit of an unfair judgment at the moment until it's completed. But definitely, if you're into decorating, if you want to collect all the items, this DLC is so good. It is so, so good. I am so impressed with it and everything like that. And I've got to admit, even talking like free content stuff, I say free because technically the things I'm going to talk about cost moonstones, which moonstones cost money. So, but it's something you can do with the like the free update. So the premium store, absolutely incredible. Amazing items. I have I sort of know what's coming because I've seen the leaks. I don't know what's coming in what weeks, but like no clue what we're going to get next week, but I'm sure it's going to be incredible again. The Star Path, the festive Winter Royal Star Path, whatever it's called, is my favourite Star Path so far. Like, literally 10 out of 10. I adore the Star Path. I think we've got some really cute motifs from it, which usually I'm not like one to care about motifs, especially since I struggle with Touch of Magic and everything like that. But there's not really any items in that Star Path that I don't like. Like, there's some which are slightly unnecessary for me, like the male shoes, like, or the whatever, the shoes. Not the boots, the like smart posh shoes, whatever you want to call them. They don't appeal to me. My character's never going to wear them. But the dress, the trousers, the coat, the boots, I'm sorry, chef's kiss, wonderful. This Star Path is hands down my favourite, hands down. Like, do I wish maybe we had, like, I wish the Star Path was bigger. I want more. But I think it's really good. Like, it's amazing. The skins for Ariel, for Belle are beautiful. The fairy wings, you know, the headpiece. Like, I cannot. Like, it is incredible. So, geez, it's coming up to like 30 minutes of recording time. Well, I say 30 minutes, 27, but either way, the TLDR, the game is bugged. It's not improved. They need to fix the bugs. They need to step it up. This is a paid game. Gameloft, get on it. Fix the bugs. Stop releasing updates that have multitude of bugs whereby you're not actually reducing the bugs, you're just replacing bugs with other bugs. That's my negatives. Fix that. Oh, and also fix multiplayer, because multiplayer is just not worthwhile. It's not functional. Stop saying you have a multiplayer mode when it isn't playable by like probably like a quarter or half of your player base or whatever. Yeah, probably, let's say half, because let's face it, PlayStation does PlayStation and Xbox is Xbox. So yeah, let's just say half, just to make it easy. Half of your player base can't even play the multiplayer systems, really. So that's my negatives. Positives, Jack is amazing. Love Jack. The DLC is incredible. The Star Path, the best Star Path ever. And the premium shop items they are premium. They are premium. They are worthy of being called premium shop items. So we do have a mix of good and bad. You know, it's not entirely negative. But yeah, please fix multiplayer. Please fix the bugs. You are a fully released game now. There are standards we expect. And I hope that they listen to that. Positives, we have some cool items. We have some really cool items. That is that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your opinions down below. Even if you disagree with me, please give me your opinions. I'm happy to talk about it. I'm happy to say, no, you're wrong. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm happy to listen to everyone's opinions, regardless of whether you like it or hate it. This is a space where you can openly talk about your feelings and like what you think and your opinions. I'm happy to listen to them all. You know, I'm mature enough to behave that way. But yeah, so let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are not subscribed. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!